Hi guys, welcome to another episode of What's Up London. This segment is UK Black Love, presenting Bad Anju and SheBarbar. Hi guys, thanks for coming. All smiles. I want you guys, so obviously I know a bit about your love story. So I want you guys to just tell me like how you met and how everything transpired into this great love story that we've got going on here.
I'm gonna let him take this one.
I gotta take the wheel, yeah?
Yeah.
Gotta take the wheel. Yeah, so basically we met on I was DJing in Greece, Zanti, and
What year?
Might be in about 2016.
I think it was the year before that.
Yeah,
Gosh.
yeah, 2000.
Right, yeah, alright.
It was 2015.
Yeah, 2000.
Was the first time I ever set eyes on her. Yeah, you know. No, it was a club scene. Yeah, I was out there. I was DJing out there. Saw her that day. It wasn't even. Yeah, I saw her that day, and she was with somebody that I know from the area. And I said to this person that, yo, who's your friend? Oh yeah, that's my cousin. I was like, right, that's your cousin, yeah? She's like, yeah. She goes, I said, what, introduce me now? She goes, why you introduce yourself? But she still introduced me. She introduced me to her. We spoke. I kept my words minimal at the time. I didn't really speak that much.
What did you say? What did you say?
did I
Tell me the child line. I want to hear everything.
He didn't say much, he smiled, he showed his grills and offered me a drink. That was what you said.
Basically, that's what I did, innit?
He was like,
Okay.
Yeah, you know, them days there, used to wear bare jewelry and, you know, grills and all that, you know, top man and all that, but yeah. I just literally just said to her, talking to her, we just having a little talk, and she told me where she was from and rare. And I was like, yo, by the way, do you want a drink? Bought her a drink, and then I walked off. I didn't even hang about. Yeah, well, I just kept it short and sweet.
our story's kind of long.
Yeah, I just kept it short and sweet. That was it, basically it. And then, fast forward now.
No.
Yeah, no, there is a fast forward. It really is a fast forward.
No. So,
Yeah.
did you exchange numbers when you was on holiday? No.
This is
So
what
it's
we
literally just a
fast-forward.
high and a buy and I buy your drink thing. Okay,
It was
cool.
like, because I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I didn't feel that she had any interest.
Yeah, because we do that as girls,
Yeah.
innit? You need to chase us.
Exactly. So I didn't really feel that, you know. I just couldn't to put in the lyrics, innit? I just like, hey, what do you want to drink? Like, hi, my name's Andrew. Like, that's basically what it was, innit?
Yeah.
And yeah, she went to the bar, got her a drink, because you know, when you offer someone a drink, me personally, I feel that it's better you take them to the bar.
Yeah.
And make them pick.
I'm coming to the bar with you because I don't know what you're doing with my drink.
Some dodgy guys out there.
Yeah.
You get me? So I'll come to the bar, innit? I'll get you a drink. So I got her a drink. And we didn't really say much, and I think I just disappeared from there. You get me? That was it. That's why I said fast forward. Because we didn't exchange numbers. You get me? And all I remember was her name. And then, fast forward there, done the holiday, boom, 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 go back to England, done the creep man style.
What is that?
The creep man style is, I went on Facebook, because I've got a cousin in Facebook, I said, yo, I need to look for this girl, you know. God, this girl's hot.
She's still on your mind, all from holiday and everything.
No, she popped up on my mind. You get me? And I was like, yo, I'm gonna look for this girl. Went on a cousin's Facebook, and then I found her, and then I
He's not
messaged
showing
her.
creep life.
Yeah, I'm showing creep life. So what?
Listen, you got a creep.
This is my creep
I
life.
like it. Obviously, you got us here.
Exactly.
So anyway, I'm not a hungry guy, by the way. That's just what I did.
For her. Yes.
Yeah. So, I messaged her. You know, we still got the messages actually. We still got the messages on Facebook. I can't remember exactly what I said. What did I say? Do you remember?
We don't need to go. Let's fast forward a little bit.
I want to know what I said.
What did you say?
Just ask you what area.
I said, I got something along the lines of, what one stranger?
Stranger, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just my right?
Yeah.
Don't teeth it. But yeah, what stranger? You remember me? And then she said, yeah, boom, boom, boom. And then I can't remember what else.
Yeah, we just had a brief conversation and we exchanged numbers and Snapchat. And then I was on my Snapchat for a while and I used to comment on these pictures. So this went on for like a year and a half.
Wow.
And then we made plans to have a date. That went left.
Yeah, so basically, yeah.
Sorry. How did the first date after talking to someone for a year and a bit go left?
Because it wasn't talking consistently.
It wasn't consistent talking. It was
it'd
just
be a
like,
comment, I'd see something or he'd see something and it would be like a nice comment like, oh, you look nice, or love shot fit. It would be something really, really small.
Yeah.
it wasn't like I went on her case or she went on my case.
It wasn't like
it was
that.
just like brief message here and there, innit? But it weren't no constant like, yo, I get to know you kind of thing, innit?
Alright, so tell them about the date.
Okay, so the date, I said, yo, friggin', I gotta tell them how I dropped the lyrics. I gotta talk about the lyrics. So the lyrics was, so you're from like Old Street ends, yeah? And she was like, yeah. I said, right, what part of England is that? And then she goes something along the lines of, what are you looking at me like for?
England?
No, hold on, wait. So which part of England that is? And she goes, it's in London, rare. So I said, okay, so then that's not too far from me then. Come with me up. You don't remember that lyric?
Yeah, alright,
I would dig up that Facebook message. I would dig up that Facebook. So anyway, so she goes, I don't mind, rare. So I said, meet me down my ends. She came down to my ends. That day, my plan was to go up Central with her and just go for like a little restaurant, do a little date thing. And then it was raining that day, innit? So I had to do the creep man thing again. The creep man thing, I was like, yo, friggin' this really is horrible out here, man. Do you wanna come to my house? There's a new Tupac movie out.
I was not impressed.
That Tupac movie came out, and I'm not gonna lie, it was rubbish. So she came back to mine, I've got a little cinema room in my yard, So she came back to mine, And we watched it. It was rubbish, so we didn't really pay attention to the movie. Just busting joke, and then obviously she had to fly back to her ends to do mother duties and all that. And then
men and women tell stories really.
I know, but that's why I wanted. That's
she should be corrected.
But that's no, because I'm gonna get her account. I'm gonna get her account after.
So she had to fly back to her ends. So she did, and then I remember messaging her after saying, thank you for keeping me company. It was nice seeing you. Huh?
I was Zanny.
Was it Zanny?
Then. Yeah.
Was Zanny? Oh shit.
Yeah,
Your turn. Your turn.
So many years ago though, man.
Okay, So that happened. He led me to his house, which I was not impressed about. First of all, we went upstairs and I was thinking like he's gonna try it any minute now. So he sat there and I sat here. We watched the film and then I left early. I rushed away because I thought like, I'm a bit uncomfortable with just going to your house, you get what I mean? We was meant to go on a date. So then from that day, he then said, our next date, he said, you going Zante? These times it's March, Zante's in May. Are you going Zante? Alright, I'll catch you in Zante. So I'm like, I'm like, okay. He probably doesn't care. So we went to Zante again. And then I saw you on the strip, isn't it? When you arrived and he was like, come see my villa, remember? Went to see the villa on my friend's quad, and then didn't see him again in Zante. That's what I'm saying, it's a long story prior to how we met. So then didn't see him again, and then one night after the party, we was on our quads, and he was drunk, and he was like, do you want to come back to mine? And I was like, no. And he was like, just come, let's have a drink. Then I went back to your room, remember? He dropped asleep.
Yeah.
I got a picture of him like sprawled out on the bed. He dropped asleep. I jumped back on my quad, went back. Same thing, we're in Zante. Saw him the next day, he just walked past me and I was like, okay. And then we got back from Zante to London. So now remember, this would be 2 years now, or a year and a half.
It was ages before.
And then, what happened? We arranged another date. And then that's when we we had a little connection.
Yeah, we had
the
a
second
connection.
date. So it's a long story.
Where did you go on your first official date outside of your house?
Oh, okay, no. So I ended up back at his house.
Oh, okay. Well, you've been there before, so it don't make a difference.
I ended up back at his house. Why was that?
I think it was because I told you to come down and I was DJing at a wedding or something like that. Remember that day?
Yes.
Remember that?
So I went out
DJing at Asian wedding.
I went to one of his bookings with him, and then our first actual proper date was nice. We went to the Sunborn, remember?
Oh yes.
He did something really nice.
He went to the Sunborn, and obviously went on that thing over the Thames, innit?
Yeah, he planned it. He told me like 2 weeks in advance that we would be going. He was like, I'm not going to tell you where we're going, but he gave me some clues and was like, we're going to do this and that. And then, that's how we got to here. Then the rest is history.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Long story, innit?
Finally, no, not at all. So finally got on your first date, and then was he consistent, like with messaging and talking and not going missing again?
He was really consistent after that. I'm not gonna lie, he was very consistent.
Because after our first date, I found her a bit funny, you know what I mean? I was like, this girl is actually fun still. And then, we just started meeting up and it just became regular, and it was just fun. It was good vibes. And what I realized about her that really attracted me, everybody that I brought her around, she just clicked with them.
Yeah.
She just got on with them. Like when you bring somebody to your mother and your mother says, well, there's something about that person I don't like. Never got that. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like a good vibe. And I'm saying she's always smiling, like what was fun as well, that she likes coming with me on my bookings. And that is fun. Just having your woman there and supporting what you do and, interacting with people as well. I say, I'll be there DJing. When we get to a club, she won't be under my toe.
Yeah.
She'll just disappear. She'll just mix with people. Or there's been times where I've been at the DJ booth and someone will just grab come and grab your arm and she'll be dancing. Yeah, come girly, and take her in the middle of the dance floor. And she'll just be dancing, getting on with everybody. And I'll be like, raw. I say that was an attraction for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, raw. Like you're with somebody that everybody just gravitates to.
Yeah.
You get me?
I did want to ask as well, what is that like for you, dating a DJ? Because a lot of guys, when they've got their girlfriends, I'm not going to say they're insecure or whatever, but they have an issue with their boyfriend being a DJ, and then they sometimes take time off being a DJ to give that girl the validation.
The guys do that?
Yeah, loads of guys I know have done that, that are DJs. They take time off maybe because they've had a baby with the girl and the girl's not happy that he's still DJing, and they kind of end up losing momentum in their career because of that. So how do you deal with his fans? So let's call them that.
See, I think a lot of Anju's bookings, they're like christenings, weddings, birthday parties. He's not really a rave DJ like that.
Not really.
Other than the holidays.
Not really seen.
That's when you see the fans on holidays.
Oh no, okay. Like in Zanti.
Zanti and Dancer episode, but he brought Stan to the beach.
Yeah.
So
I get teased about it.
He brings the Stan to the beach. But, I think it's fine. I think as long as it's not disrespectful, like no one's really tried to disrespect me and be like, like who's she, or
I think
we don't have that kind of relationship.
Yeah, like obviously beginning of a relationship, man had fans in it, but because I'm so public with my relationship, I don't hide anything in it. Like a lot of my DJ friends, you would even think they have women in it. Like, they just don't bring sand to the beach, innit? But something I get teased about sometimes, but I don't care, cause at the end of the day, I ain't got nothing to hide. I love my woman, innit? So it's crazy. Sorry, don't stop. But I just feel that it is what it is, isn't it? Like when you're public, I'm saying girls will know. Hold your corner, stay away, leave them alone. You get me?
Yeah.
So,
and is this the first time you've been public like that, or you've been public like that in previous relationships?
This is the first time I've been public like this. Like previous ex-girlfriends or people that I've dealt with, I've probably like fling up a post, but it's
on a birthday or something.
Yeah, on a birthday, but it's not been like this, innit?
Yeah.
Like the relationship that I've got now, it actually feels like I'm just finding love. Like I've never been in a relationship like this, innit? Like, it's just been constant, you know? Even the other day I said to her, Rah, do I suffocate you? Do you remember the other day I said to you, Rah, do you feel that...
Yeah, we have that conversation. We're together every single day.
Do you feel that, like, I'm under you all the time? And she's like, no, not at all, rare. And, you know, I just feel that, you know, everything we do is just being together, innit? Like, sometimes she can't make it out to a booking with me, and I'll go to the booking, even though I'm tired. I always make sure I come home. I don't phone her, like, and say, oh, look, I don't phone her the next day and say, oh, I fell asleep in my car, innit? Because that's the biggest bar that man can use, innit? Sorry to bait up the man.
In the beginning stages, he did used to do that, to be fair.
Okay.
In the beginning stages.
Because he didn't know though, innit? And it's fair.
To get here. In the beginning stages.
Yeah, we took time because, like I said, and I told her this before, that at the beginning of our relationship, I didn't feel that I was going to ever fall in love. And I didn't feel that we would have got so far.
He put a one and move.
I actually thought she was going to be a one and move, innit? Like,
sorry, what is that? What is that?
You got to break that down.
Yeah, please. We gotta let people know what that means.
One and move is, well, kind of just get peace and run away, innit? Like,
okay.
Move on to the next one.
It's like a one night stand or something like that, or not stand, but
I wouldn't call it one night stand because it took a couple of years to get in there. But yeah, it was worth it. I'm joking, but yeah, nah, you know, I wouldn't. Yeah, one and move. Like, I just thought, you know, she was just gonna be another statistic. I didn't feel that my feelings was gonna get deep. And I'm saying, like, you know, that's where it is, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
So how did you feel after your like main date and then obviously after like building?
So I was really wooed, but then I was because of the DJ lifestyle, I was a bit thinking that it wouldn't go the longevity that it's gone. And that's the funny thing about it. I think that's what's nice about us. From the beginning, we didn't have the infatuation and the excitement. So it's literally been grafting and coming together and just like spending time together and creating that bond. I think that's what makes it different. But it just, in the beginning stages, just like what he said, I didn't think we was going to go long term.
Yeah.
And because of the shaky, the beginning of him saying things like, oh, like, yo, I'll catch you in a month's time and this, he wasn't consistent in the beginning. So I never thought that. So even like leading up to the proposal and stuff, it kind of threw me off track because I was like, well, I knew we was close, but I didn't know we was there. I didn't expect it at that time.
Yeah. I've got to go back. So when you first started speaking to him and stuff, we know that he's got kids.
Yeah.
How did you break that news to her?
Well, I told her I only had 6 at the time, if I can remember.
Only 6, and how much do you actually have?
Yeah, it just was a little bit more than 6 still, you know. Yeah, it was a little bit more than 6 still.
See, the thing is, for me, that didn't bother me. I think from seeing like the posts and seeing him on my socials and always seeing him posting the kids, I've got children myself, so I've always said I'd always want to date someone with children because they understand how it is to have children, be a mum and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think the number of children that he had, it wasn't off-putting to me because he sees them. Like, I know a lot of guys that have one child and they don't spend time with them.
Yeah.
So to know that he's got so many and he's able to juggle them and be a part of their lives, like, the number didn't bother me. I know a lot of females would be bothered.
Yeah, I'm bothered. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, sorry. even if I didn't even get to the how many do you have? 8. Even if I didn't get to the real number, from when you said 6, I'll be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, I think the number would sound scary to someone that hasn't come from a big family. Like, I've got loads of siblings. Like I said, he's dad, so it's a bit different. So him having that many children, I think if he was a single father and he had 8 children, it might have been a bit different.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But the number didn't scare me. I don't know why it didn't scare me at that time, but it didn't. And I'm actually really grateful to have so many stepchildren. Like, we do loads of activities together. They have a fun time. Like, my kids get to blend with them. It's perfect. And we don't want to have any more children as well.
Okay.
So it's the perfect number. Like, it just worked out perfectly.
How many do you have?
I have 2.
So that's 10.
10.
Yeah. And you know what makes it easier? You know, the fact that our kids get on contact each other.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
they got sister groups.
You know what I'm
And
saying? So that kind of helps as well.
Yeah.
It would have been difficult, like, if, you know, one of her kids didn't like me,
Yeah.
one of my kids didn't like her. It
Yeah.
made things difficult because, you know,
I guess you mean from the beginning stages of it, when I first heard it, though, we didn't know we would get to.
Yeah.
no, we didn't know stuff.
And then also, like, obviously you mentioned the proposal and stuff. How do you know that you wanted to make her your wife? Because I have this conversation with a lot of guys. They're always like, I'm not sure. Like, yeah, she could be my girlfriend for a little while. But what was it that made you want to make her your wife?
Wow. You know what? It was the bond for me, innit? It was just everything. She just ticked all the boxes for me. Like, you know, it was the way we connect. It was the way she dealt with my kids. It was everything. There was nothing. You know what? Someone asked me, a little while ago, if there was anything about your woman that you didn't like, what would it be? And I said, you know what? That's a good question. I can't really think of anything. I like everything about her, apart from.
Apart from me, though.
When I got the miserable face, I was hungry.
Yes, the miserable face. Anytime she has a miserable face, she is hungry. That just gets to me sometimes. But then it makes me.
With you?
then it makes me think, oh, you know what? You're hungry, innit, babe? Don't worry, all right.
Let me feed you.
Yeah. But
that's the
apart
only-
from that, that's the only thing that really is. Yeah.
And then I know that obviously you fell ill briefly, obviously, while you were all together as well. And that's in like one of our other interviews as well.
2019, my appendix burst.
Yeah.
I was getting we were out with the kids that day actually.
Having a lovely family day out.
It was it was a hot day, innit? We was having water fights and all sorts. So I just started getting this mad, I don't know, it just came from nowhere, this mad pain in the right side of my stomach, like somebody was just like pushing a knife in me. And it just kept on getting worse and worse. So I ended up like dropping it. Well, she made sure my kids got home to their mums, and she's like, look, Liz, you gotta go to hospital. I didn't want to go, innit? So, but she obviously, Rhea being Rhea, she got me to A&E, innit? So I went to A&E. Because I had previously I had a kidney stone. I just thought maybe the kidney stone came back.
Yeah.
So I actually went to the hospital and said, yeah, I think my kidney stone's come back, getting this mad pain. And, you know, they said, okay, don't worry. They gave me a scan. They said, oh, yeah, you have about 9mm. So you can just pass it through urine. You can just let it out of your system. And I said, okay. So they gave me the antibiotics and all the medication for it.
Yeah.
Got home, took it. All of a sudden, I think I woke up in the middle of the night, Thursday, I went to the kitchen. I started feeling hot. I started like constantly sweating. All of a sudden I fainted, banged my head off the side.
Jeez.
She jumped up out of her sleep, got me to the hospital again. And
It was Naya that found you.
Yeah, her daughter found me.
Yeah. She was like, Mom, Anju.
Yeah, it literally just happened so quick. It's not as if I conked out and I was on the floor for time. You know when someone has an embarrassing fall and you just jump up quickly? That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
So went to the hospital again. They said they're gonna hold on to me. When they held on to me and said, oh, he's gonna have to stay the night, we're gonna operate on him, rare. But there's a long queue. This long queue lasted for like. They realised that I had appendicitis, innit?
Yeah, appendicitis.
So yeah.
No, it had already ruptured when they found out.
Yeah,
so he was in hospital for like
nearly a month.
No, prior to your appendix rupturing and with them not knowing, he was in hospital for a good week, and then it ruptured. And then you went into surgery. Then he was in the ICU for.
Yeah, that's it.
What?
She knows the story better than me, to us.
Yeah, he was out of it. It was like the worst month ever.
Yeah.
He didn't know whether he was gonna make it.
Yeah. So. You fell into a coma, isn't it?
Yeah. They put him in an induced coma.
Yeah. Which was horrible because, to be honest, I didn't know that. All I remembered was getting into theatre. And then all of a sudden waking up, hey, how you doing? Like a couple of doctors, and I can hear the next one, he's awake now, he's awake. And I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? Then when she told me the story, they put you in induced coma. I was like, how? When? You've been out for 48 hours. I didn't have no dreams in that 48 hours. So it was scary for me. When she said that to me, it hit me. It's like, oh shit, what, for real? It's like I felt like, what, did I go to heaven and back?
Yeah,
like, you don't have no dreams, you're just out. That's it. And you know, when she told me that, you know, her and my brother was by the bedside and they had a sheet over me because I was open. They had to leave me open.
For the wound to heal, innit?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah.
No, they couldn't close your stomach.
They couldn't close my stomach.
Okay.
That's why he was open. They needed to go back surgery and see if they could put it together. But it was horrible because the doctors were just like, we don't know what's going to happen.
They weren't really giving that much
really
information.
And how did you feel about it? Because obviously you've just got, how long was you with him before this happened properly?
So this was shortly after we got engaged. So we got engaged in the March and this was the end of July. So it was like, it was crazy, I'm not going to lie, because we didn't see it coming. And being in that position, it was like, oh my gosh, like, we've been planning a future together, we've been building, like, what if he doesn't make it through? And just praying, being at the bedside, and then when he made it through, he had a slow recovery because couldn't move a lot, innit? He was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I couldn't really move.
It was hard, but now we're here. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just have to give thanks.
And, you know,
it was hard.
Just the fact that she was there, like, she was juggling the kids. She was at my bedside every single day for like near enough a month.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, I just remember her coming, like, every time she'll come in the evening, after she settled the kids and fed them and stuff, she'll come to the hospital and she'll make sure, like, I think there's been like a few times she had to shower me before putting me to bed. And then, you know, there's times where I couldn't even wipe my own ass. Sure, I wipe my ass.
This is love.
This is the real thing.
Yeah.
My ass and left me.
Or not wiped it at all and left you.
Not wiped it, and left me. You know, seeing me shit on myself and you know.
Yeah.
You know, just stuff like that, and you know, it meant a lot to me still, and it was emotional.
Yeah.
It was emotional because I kind of like nearly had a mental breakdown in there. Because I just wanted to go home. I didn't want to. It's like you stuck to a bed, you can't really move.
I tried to make it nice. We had movie nights in there, remember?
I sneaked. Well,
I snuck in the hospital.
Snuck in the
I had a night
couple
over.
times.
Yeah.
You know when you nice up the nurse and can she stay? She can't stay. Okay, she can stay, but she has to be out by 7 a.m. before they switch over.
Yeah, they switch over nurses. Yeah.
So you know there'll be times where she sneaks in and she'll stay with me and we're squeezed up. You remember? We got a couple of pictures where we were squeezed up on the single bed. You know, and yeah. It was funny, but not funny, yeah. And sometimes because I'm just stuck in this room and my skin's all remember my skin was all peeling and stuff.
It was a horrible experience, but at the same time,
put me in a wheelchair and take me around the corner, remember?
Yeah, like taking him for walks. It was a horrible experience, but I think that bonded us even closer together.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you think it made your relationship stronger?
Yeah.
100%.
After that, I was like, you know what? I would rather die for this girl, but I had that in my head from before. But see that?
Yeah.
That was the icing on the cake for me. It was like, rah, like, see this girl, like, it's mad. Like, man, them probably gonna watch this and probably think, Anju's acting soft, but I don't care. Yeah. When you find yourself a good woman, you'll know what I'm talking about, and you'll express it too. So yeah, that's what it is, man. Yeah.
So you had an engagement party.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, after that situation, it was like, you know what? Life is too short.
Yeah.
I like, babes, can we get married next year? And she's like, yeah, I'm up for it.
You ain't touched on the proposal yet, though, because we was already engaged before the hospital thing.
Yeah, we got engaged in March, and obviously I felt sick in July, innit?
Yeah.
You did say that.
Yeah,
So,
she did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So it was like, you know what? After what happened, like, life's too short.
Yeah.
We get married next year, 2020, innit? What happened to 2020?
2020 was the best year, one of the best years of our life.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's been
it worked for us. It worked for us in the long run. So even though we were supposed to get married in July the 3rd.
Yeah, we had our date set. We had a big engagement party.
Everything.
Honeymoon booked.
It was literally like we're gonna go to like registry office, get like signed papers, and just pee off.
Yeah, we was going on a 3 week honeymoon.
Nice.
So obviously after the engagement party in January, which was the biggest thing, it felt like a movie.
It looked like a movie.
It felt like a movie still. Like, it was lovely.
Yeah.
But yeah, because of the whole lockdown stuff, obviously that stopped us from getting married. But then again, it helped us as well.
Yeah.
Because it's given us
more time to put stuff into perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It gave us more time to think about what we want to do for the future.
Yeah.
And I say because us getting married and being in love, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But you see, when you get married, you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I feel that lockdown got in the way, and it gave us more time to think, and it's given us more time to work on our business.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to bring. Because through lockdown, obviously I've seen both of you kind of take your business to the next notch. So obviously I've seen you doing your barbering, and obviously I know you're a hairdresser as well, and then I've seen you doing funerals and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you've done that before, but obviously that's just what I've seen more of, and I just love the way you used to like support each other, like in and out. Like it could be anything that he's doing or you're doing, and you're always there. So you're doing the funeral music, she's doing the funeral photography. Like it's just a team that I just look at and admire so much.
I think that is the problem with love these days. A lot of people don't realise you kind of got to sacrifice and support sometimes, and a lot of people don't do that, and that is literally what got us to here. A lot of sacrifice and a lot of support is what has enabled us to get to where we are today.
Yeah, I love it. You know me, and I'm always here for it and always supporting you guys. So the latest was her birthday. So how did you come up? How did you come up with all of this like grand gesture and tell them what you done?
You know what? I just wanted to just sweep her off her feet. I do it every year. It's a standard. Sometimes she wasn't expecting it. She wasn't expecting it at all. So I just thought, you know what? Because of the business that she's doing and the mobile, you know, house to house and, you know, cutting people's hair and doing hair, I just thought if I get a little vehicle and put an actual promo stuff on it, then, you know, that will just keep her busy and get her more and more customs. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt that was the best option. You get me? Like, and
he wanted to spoil me. He wanted to do something. He wanted to do a wow factor, and he definitely pulled it off.
Listen, I don't know what made me think of it, but I just thought, you know what, it's probably the best thing, and I reckon it's gonna sweep her off her feet because, like I said, she wasn't expecting it. So I bought a little smart car. My brethren lives over south side, did it? So I left it with him. And he just basically told me, yo, I gave him some ideas of what I want to do in it. So he made a few phone calls. He said, don't worry, I've got you. You get me? So every time I told him I wanted tints on it, I need this on it, I need that on it. He said, don't worry, Anju, send me the money, I've got you. So yeah, he done it all up. I said, I want a bow on it, put a bow on it. I said, I want some balloons, so I want her to open the car door and the balloons just fly off. I saw an Asian guy, you know that guy, that Asian guy, Happy Valentine's, motherfucker. I saw him with a red Lamborghini on the Washington Bridge. This guy, and he opened the door to his missus, and all the balloons came out, balloons flew up in the air, and all these little hearts fell out of the car. And then he brought her around the other side of the car, and there was a red bicycle. He goes, "Here's your present." I remember that. Yes, I did see that. I thought, right, if I could do something like that, but not take the mick and have a bicycle there. You get me? And you know, even though my brethren opened the car door, it took a little while for the balloons to fly away. But yeah, it worked.
It was beautiful.
It worked. Still, she wasn't ready. As you saw from the video. I brought her to the toy store, innit, and she was thinking, what am I here for? Kind of thing, innit?
And he was like, tell them your name, tell them your name.
No, there was no one there. That's why she was looking around.
Because I was like...
I was baffled. I was like, what?
There was just a little table there, innit?
Yeah.
And the doors were open, so yeah. And then obviously...
I just glimpsed
drove the car around.
Do you know, like, when you've got to have your sixth sense about it? I just saw this, like, image coming towards me, and I was thinking, what is that? And then I see the car, and I was just like, wow. It was emotional. It was beautiful. Most beautiful gift. and thoughtful gift. I think for me it was more that it was a thought process behind it in terms of it being business, and then not only was it the car, it was the mug and the personalised stuff and the fridge magnets. It's just, he's my number one supporter, and I think that is like we give that same energy back to each other.
Yeah.
So just knowing that he did all of that just to support what I'm doing is beautiful.
Well, like you said, number one support. It's like when I think of stuff or ideas, she pushes me.
Yeah.
You know, she said, "Oh, Anju, why don't you do it this way?" Or she gives me ideas like, you know what I'm saying? It's vice versa, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I feel that when you have somebody as your backbone to support you, it pushes you, and you know what I'm saying? It makes the love grow stronger, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and strive to be the best version of each other for each other.
100%.
Okay, guys, let them know where they can see these spectacular videos, and then your social medias as well.
Okay, so my social media is bad_Anju. So it's bad underscore ANJU, Anju, that way, yeah.
And wait, no, the musical
yes. The musical send-off. So we've got another one that we've got a joint one together called the musical send-off. So basically it's my music van, my DJ van, going around and helping, like going to funerals and playing like gospel music, playing upliftment music. I supply the priest and everybody with cordless microphones so they can do speeches around the graveside. And yeah, it's just an upliftment service. And I've realised since I've been doing it, I don't see people crying no more. People tap feet, people dance, people shake, people wiggle. You get me? People leave with a smile, and people are fascinated with what they see as well. So you know, it works.
Okay,
Definitely.
and yours?
Oh, you can find me at SheBarbar, spelled SheBarbar, and I'm on Instagram.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming. Like as I said, I just love your story so much. It's just so beautiful, and I just can just see it just becoming more and more beautiful as time goes on. So I wish you guys all the best.
I guess the 2 years, the 2 years wait was
worth it.
It was worth it. It worked out in the end.
Yeah, and I think like even for me, it's changed my perspective on like giving guys that have 3 kids a chance.
Yeah, 100%. If I didn't give him a chance, then we wouldn't be sitting here singing this story today.
Yeah.
100%.
And that's true.
Give that guy the chance.
I don't know where the guy is. I don't know who he is. I'm just saying like I'll only go up to 3. That's what I was getting at. 3 is my max. But yeah, thanks guys.
Thank you.